Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Master Fan Heart Stream. I'm your guy, Master Fan, and it's been a while. I hope everyone's been doing well because I've been relaxed, or at least returning to talking to people. Took a 2-week break from, I guess, streaming to just relax and veg out and kind of just get my brain back in order. Kind of just been feeling like crap and been stressed out at my day job, wrapping up the school year, and then I'm dealing with doing the summer school stuff. Kind of just took a week to kind of just reacclimate myself and kind of just doodle in silence. But yeah, it has certainly been 2 weeks. This chair is still uncomfortable because my previous chair broke. But, I'm doing my best to kind of just... Well, actually, no. Truth is, I'm not really doing much in terms of just replacing my chair. I'm kind of just been working on art stuff as I go. But yeah, I've been pretty okay. I've been working on Blackmask and stuff like that, making new sprites, working on various different art tasks in general, and doodling, and probably just working on whole different things to take my mind off of maybe just my stress. I've been feeling slightly stressed out a little. Like a lot of, I guess, my own personal anxieties when it comes to working on this project, where I kind of feel like, oh hey, working on this is kind of burning me. So I'm kind of like, you know what? Maybe I just need to take more time. Oh, that's basically what I did. I took more time to relax. I read more books. I'm still reading my Far Side Gallery books and various different comics, catching up with Scrooge McDuck comics. But yeah, I bought the Thousand Year Door read. It's pretty decent. I still, it's pretty nice. I still have the smaller Switch, so if there's any higher graphical fidelity, I'm not really gonna notice it because, well, playing on a smaller screen, that's gonna matter. But what else? I mean, it's pretty alright. I feel like the action commands are changed slightly. Like, I tried power bouncing. I have the power bounce badge in Paper Mario, and I feel like the timing's not as... I feel like the timing's much tighter. Because you go after 2 bounces and then the timing gets half and half. One thing that I do like about the remake, you have this character who's this karate toad, and he says, hey, let's practice battle commands. And there's basically a training session for all your moves. If you have that badge, practice that badge. Basically, you don't have to actually have it equipped, because it just draws in all your moves. You don't have to spend stuff like that. So you can try out the timing. Plus, it lets you know when the stylish commands go. So that's pretty nice. I've been playing that and learning, just revisiting Paper Mario. I'm up to chapter 2. So the boggling wood, the tree, and the flurry and all that stuff. So, go through that, and yeah, I mean, Paper Mario's been pretty nice, and also with the extra money that I got with my points card, I also picked up Kelowna, the Kelowna collection, because I hear that's a good collection of games. So, played a little bit of I guess the first level of the first game. I think Door to Phantom Mile. It's pretty. It's very reminiscent of those really old platformers where you have this you know, you have this mascot animal character gets good at one specific mechanic, and you're taking that mechanic and just throughout the entire thing, that mechanic like helps bolster your other moves. So that's pretty interesting with that, and I can see why people like those games back in the day, but I can also see why there hasn't really been sequels, because I don't think you can really expand on that further. But maybe I'm wrong. I've only played the first level just on a lark. That's kind of just what I've been doing overall with video games, stuff like that. Plus, you know, messing about with my little retro console here. I like freaking Anbernic, and that's pretty nice. I found out that they have a flip version of the game, so I want to try and open that up. Maybe I'll buy that. I probably won't, but maybe I will. I'm interested. I like the clamshell design more than this portable design. I mean, it's pretty nice. It's still a nice screen. I keep it in good condition. It's just in good condition. It's just that, you know, I kind of prefer that old Game Boy SP clamshell look, so I'll probably trade up for that. And one thing that's really nice is it uses SD cards, and I can just change the SD card, put in a new one, and I guess sell this one if I want to. Like, it's pretty nice with that, so I just rock that. I've also been playing a lot of Balatro, like so much Balatro. It sounds like preferring the SP or DS or the OG Game Boy Color, which I can agree. Yeah, new light game design. That is basically what I want. What I like is, I kind of like the Game Boy SP. I really like the Game Boy SP now I'm thinking about it, because yeah, I mean, it's the Game Boy, but you have that clamshell flip, so not only will the screen be safe, they'll just, you know, it's smaller and more portable in general. So I like that about the SP. It's not actually called the Embernic SP, but it's basically what it is. It's a model-ish Game Boy SP. So that's pretty nice. I've been doing that. I really like being able to close the it and keep the screen safe, like you said, but also the auto pause of DS. Yeah, that is true. The DS did have the auto. Oh yeah, it does have the auto pause. That's cool. All right, that's sounding more and more tempting. I wouldn't say upgrade, but it's probably more of a side grade. But I think, how much was that other Anbernic? Let's see. Oh, no idea if it has auto pause. Okay. You know what, sod it. We'll just go to the website stuff here. Okay. It's loading sooner or later. Come on. It's going. And I was just talking about the old consoles. Oh yeah. I've been, still, I usually stick around with a lot of the retro consoles, and this is not one. Okay, let's go to all products. Yeah, I think ever since I heard that news that 8% of, games in general are kind of unavailable to purchase, that gave me a scare. I forget that if it's the exact number, but I think the vibe got me convinced to just say, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to be a emulator boy. Have those ROMs in a box, because I want my computer for doing actual computing stuff. Which is funny because I have like a bunch of different emulators on the machine just in case I need to check some sprites and stuff like that, or check like a gameplay thing. I also recently played ActRaiser just so I could figure out how its air sword worked. Because there's a slight... So when you play ActRaiser, there's a slight delay when you're like jumping in the air and you're swinging the sword. And it's a nice like chonky feeling. It's like the Castlevania whip where you're pressing the button but the sword doesn't hit immediately. Okay, so here's the Anbernic. Let's see. $64.99. Okay. It's actually the same price as the RG35X. $64.99. Let's see if that's the same price. Probably should have opened a different tab, but whatever. Yes, I'm a game developer too, or at least a pixel artist, so let me just talk about video games. Alright. When I initially purchased it, I think I got it for $50. But yeah, I mean, it's slightly more expensive, but you're getting more of that functionality. So, there we are. But yeah, overall, it's pretty nice. Plus, it has a nice blue color. I might get that blue. It looks good. Have a wood one? Where? This one or this one? Has an SNES color, clear. Embernic G445. Alright, let's see. Ah, okay. That's actually a different model. I get what you're talking about. It's also 122. That's steep, but I think that wood grains. What are the I guess specs for this? Let's see. Let's see. How many cores? 2, I think. Alley GPU. Alright. I mean, it has like Android and stuff, so it's kind of just one of those things where it probably would be worth the price if you want like a higher end thing, but I think at that point you probably would just spend the money on something larger, like a what's it called? You would probably spend it on like the what's that higher end game? So the Gamecade or Evercade. I forget. Evercade. Is that the right one? The Evercade? No, that's the arcade stuff. I'm looking for that like portable one. That's not it. The retro. You know what? I'll figure it out sometime. The XPR Evercade is portable. Yeah, I mean, that is what it is. Plus, I found like I found this, the Epilogue, which is basically a Game Boy cartridge that you can just connect straight to the computer. It's just a Game Boy cartridge reader, which is interesting. I might look at that, but that is neither here nor there. I don't have the I actually am not. If I'm like constantly looking at every tiny little like retro style thing, I'd just be, it's a giant like it's a giant like gear acquisition thing. You get so tied up in the weeds of all the tech to your interest that you realize, oh, I'm just buying a lot of stuff that I don't even know that I'm using. So I'm trying not to fall into it. But I should probably talk about what this is, huh? I still have an old DS lying around I use for that. Oh yeah, I still have my 3DS actually, so I still haven't hacked it, which is funny, but I probably could since I think I had that 3DS since Animal Crossing New Leaf came out, or City Folk or whatever. I think it's new. But yeah, that came out, and I think I could probably reset my factory settings all the way back to that if that's possible. I think I can. I just bought myself a drawing tablet and a Steam Deck myself. That's cool. I've been curious about a Steam Deck because, it's always nice to be able to have something portable to actually play my Steam games on, or even just something to actually play my Steam games on. So that's neither here nor there. And if I had the scratch, I probably would get a Steam Deck. It's just I would probably prioritize upgrading. Oh, not a Steam Deck, a Stream Deck. Okay. All right. A Stream Deck. That's interesting. What could you use a Stream Deck for? I'm guessing. I mean, I'm sure it's like a thing that you have extra buttons for, but I feel like I'm probably not seeing. I don't really use the OBS features as much to really require it, because as long as I have the art screen recording, I probably could just rock what I have set up right now. I can control Spotify and system sounds. That'd be nice if it could control a VLC and stuff like that. That'd be pretty solid with that. Great with Twitch Studio and Twitch Video Editor. That would be helpful, so I won't have to constantly have Twitch open. Because, sometimes I put open Twitch for making sure my stream's actually streaming. My internet connection is trash. But honestly, I probably shouldn't even be worrying about that. There are so many things you can use it with. I'll save that link for something later, and I'll probably just check it out another time. For now, it's time to kind of just show off what I've been working on, I guess, for the past 2 weeks. So, this is a new weapon animation for Cole for my video game Blackmask. Hey Sean, how's it going? Then welcome to the Master Brain Art stream. And it's a humongous club. And it's a new weapon that I've been working on for my main player character Cole. And so far it's so good. It's working. And my next task list is to this is the one. So yeah, my current task list is to make an air attack animation for this. So far it's looking okay. I'm liking the upper diagonal where he's able to start with the swing up. And originally he had the swing he had the string straight actually. So yeah, initially he had the swing straight, just as a air attack, and all I did was fly the legs. But for this animation, he starts with the bat up as building up, winding up to attack. So I think I might work with this and probably do that for the initial one too, because this is a more interesting pose where taking a swing. I also want to incorporate the new face, because that one is more like he is really ready to just give it a big swing. So I am working with that, and I may keep this on, because I think the initial like ideas for the two different animations is you would have, and I'll just hold it. So you would have the ability to have like the neutral swing. So one would be the neutral swing, and then swing B would be holding down in B, and that'd be your crouch attack. Cole won't actually crouch, but it will cause him to swing low, which means he'll be able to do low attacks, as opposed to this one being more of an upper, probably like it would cover this upper area here, and keep like, it'd be a good anti-air sort of thing. And of course, for stealth purposes, while it's a stupidly powerful weapon, it would also make a lot of noise, so you gotta be careful using it. And that club looks like it's straight flat. Oh yeah, it's pretty fantastic. And he gets it from this huge motherfucker. So, this is the giant, nearly invulnerable bear enemy that will be stalking the map. You know, as like a mobile mini boss. So the initial idea that, you know, I'm hoping with this is it'll be like I don't know if you know like Mr. X or Nemesis from Resident Evil, stuff like that. But it's basically that like stalker mini boss where he's walking the field and you can fight him, but it would take up so much time and resources, and he's stupidly strong that it just has a giant risk. And he actually has a second animation. Let's get to his second bear swing, where he will take a long swing. Where's that? Where'd the weapon vanish? Ah. That's strange. But yeah, he takes a low swing. You'll be able to jump over, and you'll be able to narrowly avoid this swing attack. But of course, you would have to really get the fuck away if he does this attack. So that's the rough design idea is what I'm thinking with the animations. And that's yet to test that. Oh no, Nemesis enemies give me anxiety, which adds to the game. Oh yeah. One thing, for those who haven't heard of Blackmask, and might as well just drop my spiel, Blackmask is a retro style game that I'm working on with a programmer friend. And it's about a merchant adventurer raccoon named Cole Blackmask as he goes to various different islands to find treasure for his merchant shop. And he encounters, you know, deadly pirates and bandits and wizards in order to, you know, succeed and, you know, battle them. And it's a stealth platformer game where you're basically being sneaky and, you know, 2D jumping and hopping and stuff like that, climbing walls, wall jumping, you know, hiding around, becoming invisible, that kind of stuff. And in addition to enemies that are Cole's size, you'll also encounter giant enemies like the bear. And it's all this, it's all just different little mechanics to incorporate just that fun animal world. So I'm working on that with a programmer. We're currently in the process of making a demo, and it'll come out sooner or later. Yeah, that's kind of just it. That's the reality of indie development is our timeline is whenever we have free time, and you know, we do our best. We've been working on this game since 2020, so probably it's going on 4 years perhaps. And we've been just doing this for just the past few years, and we're in the process. I'd say this year is our year that we'll actually finish the demo. I'm not gonna say like within this month, but if we work really hard, we will get a demo out sometime within this year. Or at least according to my programmer friend, who's like, okay, we have enough that I think I figured out like a lot of the AI bugs, like the artificial intelligence of, the enemy moving and knowing stuff. And yeah, figuring that stuff out, the actual enemy behavior pattern stuff is figured out. And here I am kind of just working on fairly complicated enemies. Like this bear has probably taken me 9 months, I'd say. Or at least half a year, if I remember right. But yeah, like I've been doing just a whole bunch of animations. And here's like a tip over animation where, if you find a way to damage him and you KO him, he's down and out for the count. And another like fun little thing is Foll is let me pause you. Yeah, come on. So yeah, it'd be like goal would be just the right size to be able to jump on him and use him as a higher platform to get the higher spots. So there are like some getting, there's still some hurdles to do. Based on my own budding game dev career, I feel like getting a demo ironed out is one of the first big hurdle. Does that track with your own experience? Funny with experience, so this is technically my first game. Well, actually, no. I've done Game Jam. I've made game jams, especially with my programmer friend. And, we've done, like, tiny games. But nothing that's, like, an elaborate platformer. One game we've made is a kind of a point and click type of game where you have a character moving automatically and you're trying to protect this character from the disasters that are around the field as the character's walking. So, if he's about to walk into a sewer grate, you would click the sewer grate lid and the lid will like pop back on the sewer so you could walk over it. You would click a piano to, make it not fall, dude. Do some stuff like that. But nothing like really gameplay mechanic heavy until this one, I'd say. I'd like to think making a play testable or privately showable prototype is the first major milestone. That's what I'm working towards anyway. Oh yeah, I'm still working on the game design document and world design, lol. And honestly, that's not bad. Like, working on a game design document is a nice way to get things on paper, because you're not doing nothing. You're still making things happen. It's out of the vague idea phase and into actual proper writing, which is basically my social media account is. I'm an artist first and foremost, so I make a lot of concept art. Most of them are sketches and doodles of just animal character designs and the occasional enemy mechanics every once in a while. Like, if you follow just my social accounts, like on my website or just, massive fan on just, my Twitters and yada yadas, which is a whole nother rigmarole that I just don't want to deal with at the moment. But basically, I do a lot of concept art and IDing, and of course I write things down. I have a giant Word document, which I've actually been recently looking back through. Let me see if I can let's see. It's someplace. This'll work. I think this is an older version, but I've been working with this. And yeah, I mean, basically, I just use LibreOffice to just type in just little stuff where I have like a summary, a story premise, a list of mechanics that me and my programmer like spoke about. A lot of this stuff is just on paper and untested, because that's the one thing that we don't have, is it's not tested yet. Let's see. I'm also dumb. First game was a giant FPS RPG. I can't plan anything else without getting distracted by it. But seeing someone who can make multiple projects like this, i.e. doing game jams, shows me that I need to think different. And also I got ads, so I missed the last good bit of what you were saying. Oh no. Well, I guess that's a good enough reason to subscribe then. But yeah, if I remember if I was saying correctly, if I remember right. No, hey, Couch, how's it going? It's been a while. Yeah, I'm kind of just talking about just my wacky game design document stuff, and just showing off Blackmask and just my status of what I've been up to for the past 2 weeks. And yeah, I've kind of just been showing off just little, bits of my game design sheet. So this is basically just a crappy, Word doc where I just type in, this is what I've been doing, this is the mechanic stuff, basic premise of Cole himself as a character, which I really need to jump to gameplay stuff, world building stuff, which may or may not be relevant to the gameplay stuff, but it's level light. You got Catland, Dogland, Ratland, Birdland, Cloverland, and figuring that stuff out is, it's still very untested. And yeah, silly possible things, but I think this is more of if we put on a Steam page, we just remember, what else is there. Target platform, Steam, on PC. PC's probably going to be a priority because it's easy as hell to publish on PC, and I'm sure publishing on a console will be tough. But just figuring out some stuff. Oh yeah, the freaking target audience. Yes, we want the Castlevania audience. We want the Zelda audience. We want the Monkey Island. It's obviously we're doing comedy stuff. We're using Unity. So my programmer programs in Unity, and I make my pixel art in Aces, right? So those are my notable. Those are the notable programs that I use for my art stuff. But yeah, Unity's programmed in, my programmer is making the game in Unity. This won't be in an actual Game Boy card, unfortunately. But I have been looking more and more into software like Game Boy Studio to just see, what could I actually fit in a card? How does importing sprites in Game Boy Studio work? So yeah, I've just been looking that up and seeing maybe it's possible. It's probably not, because this sucker is probably tough to fit into a cart, because he's what? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. This is probably well beyond. And this is 16 by 16 tiles. And if you divide that by 8 by 8 tiles, which I learned is how Game Boy does its background tiles, it's even more. So it's not exactly going to be effective, but maybe I'll figure out something new. It's just, there's so much different stuff that I want to do and talk with my programmer about. Yeah, it could totally be a switching. Oh yeah, I would love to get on Switch in general, because I am a absolute fucking Nintendo sucker, even if I gotta deal with their freaking practices, but they have the cheap console. It was the only consoles I've had, and There are the spots where it has the reliably good games. Well, you can do a lot by getting rid of duplicate tiles and flipping tiles. Yeah, I hear you can. So probably just, I probably need to dive deeper into actually learning how proper pixel art tiling works. Yeah, I heard about the Switch replacement, but it's like we've all heard about the Switch replacement for probably the past 4 years, I'd say. Like, there's always been rumors of a Switch 2 just in whispers. So that's kind of just one of those things where we'll wait until the actual video comes out before I actually pass judgment. So, it's kind of weird because I'm not super up to getting a whole new game console if I don't need to, because one, money's lacking, and two, I need to upgrade my PC because it needs upgrading, man. Like, my PC can only play Balatro, and I would like to play more games than Balatro. I tried out Bloodborne in Anime Central, and I'm like, man, I want to play a Souls game, because Bloodborne was fun as hell. And I'm sure Elden Ring's pretty fun, and Dark Souls. I own Dark Souls on Steam, but, that's one of those things where, I need something stronger than what I have right now, so I just spend my money just upgrading my PC overall. I think this is good. Let's see. Let's adjust the constant frame rate. Maybe like 30 frames a second. That's not it. Go back to 15. And by 15, I mean 150 because this is milliseconds, I suppose. Like, delete frame, delete frame. Let's see. Check, boom, check, boom, check, boom. It needs one more frame of just getting ready to. It's alright. The tail moves more than I want. I like how the tail's moving so much. Yeah, I'm noticing that it's moving a lot of the tail. I made the last mirror frame is messing with me. Yeah. Yeah, let's see if the smear frame is too much. No, that's not the smear frame. You should actually be separate. X. Put you here. That's where I should have all my smear frames. Call you smear. This is okay. I probably should add more movement, like an actual in-between on this, because good luck with the death. Yeah, see you later, Sean. I'm back. Power flicker killed my internet. Oh man, that sucks. I guess then you're in a storm or just, have a just an electrical problem thing. Currently the weather is summer, it's sunny out, it's still daylight out. It's a decent summer afternoon, say. Most of the morning was pretty rainy, but it cleared up. Clouds cleared up today. Probably gotta mow my lawn tomorrow because the grass goes out Friday, and yeah, I mean that's kind of just how that goes. UPS saved my PC too. Real nice. Real nice. UPS saved my PC though. The local weather here in Nebraska is fine, just getting hot. Yeah, it's that summer stuff, I'd say. I think, what's the current temperature right now? Illinois. Alright, current temperature, Illinois is... Blech. You know what, let's look at my phone. Blech. Yes, let's just do some dumb stuff. Well, we have the Geoff Follin stuff. Well, actually, this is more Tim Follin, but honestly, it's the Follin Bros. Currently 76 right now. Not bad. It's a nice 70 breeze. Goes open. My door's closed. I can probably get more air, but it is what it is with that. But yeah, let's see. Mirror on. Maybe I'm just over. But how did Simon's whip work again? Let's see. Do I have any Simon sprites? No Simon sprites, not at all. Come on, I've got to have one. You know what? Richter will work. It's a little too high fidelity, but I just need the whip animation. I think this is the whip. 1, 2, 4, 6, 7. That's a lot. What's an NES? This will work. There we are. All right, so let's see. So yeah, it's a 2-frame whip animation. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, no. Probably be a 4-frame animation. So let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I could probably scrap this because the movement's still too small. This is wrong. Let me close this. This is the one I'm looking for. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6. If I got rid of the smears, it would count as probably 5. 1, 3, 4. So this would work without the smear. Simon Bell. Oh, this would pop. So if it started at a down movement, then the slow blur, then it just immediately out. Maybe if there was another frame of use shortcuts. This isn't the right rhythm. Neither is that. Oop. It's supposed to be Alt C. So if there was more of a, is this a resting frame actually? Because it doesn't look crazy different. It's not like the whip sags. So what if the frame ended here? No. I think May is just that Cole's not making a big swing around. That would probably be it. Because if he's making a big, if he's swinging such a heavy weapon, the weight of that weapon would take him around. If he's so he'd be like slightly spinning a little. So it could probably be. I've actually seen a. I was actually watching a few motion actor YouTubes, and they're able to do stuff like this. That's not a log one that I'm looking for. Let me see if I can't put this speed at like 5%. Yeah. I hate that I can't frame scrub on it. You know. Lower stand. Let me see if he has a different log stance. But also, this website's really cool. It's a Japanese motion actor YouTube channel, so I've kind of just been using this for animation reference. So if you're all looking for animation reference, Motion Actor Inc. is the YouTube channel, and it's pretty nice for that. You are not. Okay. Yeah. Motion Actor Inc. Oh. Come on. That's not the move I'm looking for. If you click and hold the bar to be exact, it's more, okay, let me see. Playback speed on. Click and hold the bar and more exact, okay. No, it still has the blurry frames sometimes. This also isn't the movement I'm looking for, actually. Actually, jumping log thrust kick might be more relevant to what I'm looking for. Alright, jumping log thrust kick. Nope, there's no swing. Oh. Not using the log. This it? There, kind of just catch me watching a bunch of YouTube videos of this guy. Or, well, actually, this is a whole action team. And also, this is completely running because I'm streaming while doing this at the same time, but I'll kind of just close this for now. Right now, I'd say this is polished enough. Like, I could probably let it go. Plus, this is still untested. And honestly, I could probably just let this... I think for now, I'll at least move the tail, because the tail's on the body, but it's like duplicate. So, just do that. Move the tail from here. Oops. Legs. And get rid of you. Oh, okay. I'm beginning to see the Labo. Yeah, one thing I do a lot with my sprites is if I layer a sprite and I know I'm going to be copying and pasting stuff or having a thing stay in one spot with other stuff that's also over it, so we'd have like the coat and stuff like that. I just have them layered apart. So you could do things like having the coat flow more or do secondary animations. And nothing wrong with reference material from the real world, right? Oh yeah, that's basically the pro tip. Use real life reference if you can. Study the reference as much as you can, of course, because that way you'll have that visual eye and you won't be constantly like jumping back and forth. In fact, I'd say it's better you study the reference so you can memorize it, so you can interpret your own take. And that way, it won't simply be a stiff copy, but it's more just your representation of your entire visual library. It's a weird, like, philosophy when it comes to, I guess, creativity and stuff like that. You see this more in like I think it's more of like you'll learn how to cartoon better because you have that visual library to connect different references and make alternate representation. Because if you're just using references, just copying it just for the sake of copying and not using those references as like being able to synthesize with your current thing. Like, I guess for an example, say you were drawing a centaur playing a guitar. So obviously you would look up horses, of course. You would look up, but everything else would probably just be more of your interpretation. What breed of horse? What's the horse's shape? Could it be a fat horse? Could it be a skinny horse? And also, you know, what kind of guitars would it be? Like a rhythm guitarist, an acoustic guitarist, a metal guitarist. Heck, would it be like a notable, heavy metal guitarist? Like, would it be crap? Who's a notable? I guess. Who's a notable metal guitarist? I guess Kurt Cobain. Like Kurt Cobain is a fucking centaur. So you have like fucking strung out Kurt Cobain. He's a centaur. He's probably like a skinny bone ribs centaur. And I guess what kind of breed it would be. Maybe like a I don't know my horses as well. But like you can mess around. You have a lot of creativity with that because you know your knowledge, because you have just a lot of the different like types of references, and also like what kind of guitar could work. Could be a typical Gibson, or could be like a guitar with like 50 different necks and stuff. I've seen like a surfboard guitar online, and you can just mess about with it. Have the references but understand them, not copy. Oh yeah, otherwise you might as well just do AI art. That's basically what AI art does. It copies stuff, but it doesn't interpret stuff. It doesn't like either do things as like symbolic or ironic or making conscious decisions like color choices. Like, you know how there's, you know, psychological profiles in terms of color choices. Oh, you pick green, that represents money and richness and artificiality, or like artificial like alien stuff, science fiction, or even nature, that kind of stuff, or even health, some context where, you know, oh, you got like green energy or, you know, clean air, stuff like that. You have blue, that's calming or dark and moody, or it's the color of the sky or the color of the water, you know, it's for what might represent red's important. Red, like, you know, psychologically it catches people's eyes more when you see red, so they're used for stop signs, catch attention. They're good for warning. Your blood's red, or at least it turns red. I think it's like white when it's inside your butt, but you know, red's for blood, red's for warning, that kind of stuff. And it's like color psychology 101. It's like knowing that kind of stuff can help guide audiences to, oh, it's always red, like even inside the body. Okay. Understanding kinesiology and how far you can push science of the body, even with cartoon pixel art, is important for artists in it. Oh yeah, like a lot of the 12 principles of animation is basically just a lot of just physics principles, really. Like you have you know, you have the anticipation, which is just a short-term way of saying the what's it? Not inertia, but like basically you're about to make the object go in motion, and then the follow-through is just the object staying in motion. So objects in motion stay in motion until another force is applied to it. And in this case, it would be Cole still hang on to the log. So that's you know, a bunch of different just physics stuff with a lot of animation principles, and that ends up going together in this giant circle of, I guess, physics. It's not really circle of life. It's more of a, I guess, laws of the universe, maybe. Who knows? Yes, momentum, potential energy, in a squash and switch. That's another way to exaggerate just, you know, the potential energy, inertia, all that stuff. The fact that it swings all the way back around shows the log is really heavy. Oh yeah, and stuff like that. Even this frame where, even with this one where you're having Cole hoisted up, like he's basically deadlifting this log. I think that's a deadlift where you're like down and then up. You're kind of like using your hips to push up, like using the power within your thighs and hips to push up. It's been a while since I did deadlifts, but basically Cole is deadlifting this log up to use the momentum to swing it down. This would probably be more of a diagonal. I've also seen this motion in Monster Hunter, actually, where you're using one of the great swords and they kind of like do like this, and that's how they do that. I've only played Monster Hunter Try, but I do notably remember how that great sword worked in Try. It could work in newer games. Like, I've never played World. I want to play World. But yeah, things like these little motions also will represent just physics stuff, where he's already down, but you're seeing the blur of the you're seeing basically just the after image. That, like, the blurs in the after image help sell that this is that this is going fucking fast while still maintaining drawing account. Because I believe this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, So 5 drawings. I could probably get rid of maybe... What would happen if I delete this? Would it be... That would be... Okay, I'm liking this. What would happen if I had it like this? Where I had it slightly down. Looks okay. It's too choppy, I think. Like... I actually like this one more. It's more satisfying because you're seeing it down, but you're seeing the actual, like... I think the fact that it's still down means that it's... I can't explain exactly why, and I guess that's more of my inexperience, or at least my college level experience when it comes to animation, but it's like... I can't exactly explain it, but I feel like this is more satisfying looking than having it down, actually. I think that probably has to do with it looking unsatisfyingly slower. Like, it doesn't have that pop. Yeah, it doesn't have like that interesting pop that I seek. That's interesting. Yeah, the angle really brings away the object into perspective as well. I feel the key to combat in any game is to show the way of the actions. Yeah, that's also core to it. So, the diagonal could, maybe if I change the position of it, perhaps. Deletes. Smears throw me off. Yeah, it needs to smear because it'll indicate the overhead. It needs one more little instance of the smear here. Okay, like copy V, make it slightly smaller perhaps, just to indicate it's going all the way. Let's try you. Kind of better. Yeah, actually, that new one worked fine. Yeah, I'm liking this extra blur, I'd say. I think I'll work with that. There's a bit of polishing stuff, like it doesn't have a handle. Plus, this looks a bit too much like a blurry mess, I'd say. A lot of it still looks kind of blurry, so I'll probably adjust you so you're not a complete garbled pixel mess. Okay. Plus, work with this a bit more. Gotta make sure the outline's actually working, because I believe it'll like vanish. Plus, there are other free work with. Plus, I think, yes, thanks for the follow here. Y'all have to dip. Good to be a Twitch mod now. Keep up the good work. Love to see the animation side of things. Oh yeah, thank you very much. And go be a Twitch mod now. Alright, see you later. Yeah, you have a good day. Alright, so far... Okay, this is kind of working. It's looking good. I could probably polish this specific. So yeah, maybe I'll just get to polishing this. And this body's actually looking a bit stiff, so I'll probably nudge you just a wee more. So I'd say my priority should be the air attack. Legs down there. Yep, there, which works. And maybe a slight little put coal on its like post again, just sell it. Just about to let that shit rock. Maybe a few more pixels to indicate that he's going in. I still need to get more work done on that pixel art tutorial, because I've actually sort of fallen off that pixel art tutorial for just personal work on not being burned out reasons. I think I'm maybe I should go back. That's what's good. Okay, that's looking more. It may do a slight face. Slight face adjustment. All right, that's looking good. Up, boom, up, boom, up, boom. Axes. Oh yeah, I also made axe animations. Let's see. Axe animations. Not bad. Like move you. Yeah, I'm feeling a bit ADHD a little with this, where it's like, I'm working on a million things at once. Okay, I should focus. I wonder if this feels. I like flip horizontal. Get rid of you. Yeah, maybe I could like just knock in a fast axe animation. Just more bonus weapons. Are they needed? Who knows? We still need to test that. A duplicate. Let's see. Okay. Let's try this. Chop, chop, chop. That's looking okay. You know what? Let's put this as maybe a sticky animation where we just have it be colored the handle and just miscellaneous the heavy weapon. It's all. What I could do, nudge one of the arms down. Nudge the arm down. That will give it a slight diagonal. Plus, as long as I don't go past the ground, it should look good. Then, I probably wield this as more of a staircase type of slot. Okay. There's a slight. This is working. Okay. Okay. This is kind of working. Okay, this is actually looking amazing. Maybe the smear here. Yes. I'm gonna save as, because this is actually looking pretty nice. So you know what? I'm gonna step up for a bit. I'll be right back, and get some walks, stretch my legs because this chair does not give me a lot of leg room, and I'll be right to back. And I return. Water cup's filled. Now I'm back with a fresh enough pair of eyes. Probably close my Castlevania stuff because let's see. Bit of polishing. I think the priority is to make sure the air attack actually works. I wonder if I could duplicate this. do work. I would have to get rid of the top, because then it would make sense if, or not, smear. Maybe I can rework it from here, where right, work this. Here. Then get rid of this. May do some works here. What the hell? Should it be along here? Also, I'll add like another 16. Just to have some space to make sure I'm not cutting off my club. Okay. Maybe make a duplicate of this. Flip horizontal. Take it back to its initial smear. Okay. It's actually looking pretty good. Pulls in the air. I feel like the legs over animated. Also, they make the core animation. Yeah. Don't over animate. That's also a bit of a thing they gotta remember is not to over animate. This, movement for the sake of movement is not gonna improve your animation if you just put it there and don't consider whether or not it's necessary. It's sort of a, I guess, minimalism. Not really a minimalism, but kind of a looks weird. Like, I would probably get rid of this from this. You're right, yeah. Because it takes away from the swing if the legs are just that over animated. I could also do something fun where I indicate that this is a tailcoat by adding just a wee bit. Yeah, just a wee bit of indication that Cole's coat has, like, a little tail back. Nice little bit of momentum. I probably could have it so his coat also, like, flaps forward. I feel like that also would. Well, actually, no. Let's try a frame where it just flaps forward. We'll do, like, have it like this. Then we just have it so it's simply forward and it ignores Cole's egg. We're making that get flat. It's kind of working. Things are sort of moving. It's sort of moving and grooving. Moving and grooving. cruising. I'm now Cosbyan. Oh no, I can't be Cosbyan, man. It's not good to Cosby. Okay, that's actually looking much better. They bulk this out. You know what? I'll live with this. Let's at least make you a tipper. All right, this is working enough, I'd say. I think I've gotten a majority of stuff done for this. Goal has an air animation. Let's see. Got the air animation. Down B. Release the crouch animation. What's that? Uh-oh, why did the club do this? Oh, I think I know. I think I knew why. But now I'm kind of just in Ultra Instinct mode, where I'm kind of just in massive concentrate on making the cool animation work. And I think that's kind of just how most of my streams roll. When it comes to just doing art stuff, is, once I'm just in midnight and I run out of things to really talk about and no one really asks me questions, I'm just like Ultra Instinct, ba 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 ba. And I guess I've listened to Follin music in my freaking earbuds because For some reason, the Sony headphone hinges just break, which is annoying about Sony headphones. Sony headphones. So I got some wireless Sony headphones. They're fucking blah. So I have some wireless Sony headphones, and for some reason, well, I think I know the reason, but the left hinge broke. You're seeing it here, and it's hanging around. And I fixed it once, but it broke again. I'm kind of like, wow, I blew nearly $300 on these headphones, and they hadn't lasted more than a year. That irritates me, because if I'm spending that much on something of that quality, it's kind of like, blah, that's not good on Sony's part. So I'm not a fan of these headphones. I mean, listening to them is fine. It's just they're made of kind of crap quality if this is how it's gonna go with headphones. Plus, they're not even that like heavy. They're pretty light. Like, you put them on, they would usually fit pretty snug. Like, I would have it a little bit wider. I think that's also another thing is my head's pretty large, so my headphones would probably be too tight on my head. Plus, I got my fro going, and these headphones would fit fine, but unfortunately they're broke. So I am in the process of fixing it. I'll probably fix it over the weekend. The parts for what I want my Sony headphones, they showed up pretty recently. I think around March. So I'm gonna be actually fixing it again, and these Sony headphones should work fine. But if I'm gonna review these Sony headphones, I'm gonna give them a freaking maybe a 4 out of 10. Like, for the money you spend on this and the fact that it like breaks like this, I'm not happy. I'm just not. That's kind of just my personal rant for the night. Back to doing her. So far, we have a big swing, basic top swing. I think I might go with this because the previous swing, and I guess I'll just open the previous cool weapons thing. The previous swing was straight. Yeah. So we kind of like have a before and after on right now. I could probably just close the haircuts. I'll see. And if not, I can always go back to a different. This one. This one starts diagonal. What's with the dot? Oh. Alright. This one starts at an angle, while this one starts straight. I feel like this one sells the weight better. This one makes it look like it's lighter than it really is. While this one, it's more like Cole is slightly struggling. I think I'll keep the original. And this one do the bottom. I believe this one just has the straight, like it's, I just changed the legs. Initial legs are also straight. Maybe we could push this leg down more. Have it stick out. Oh. Stick out lower. Should be good. That's looking more interesting. I smooth out this curve just a wee bit more, and that should be good. I think I'll let this. Though I still need to smooth out the lawn. Oof. But I did get 2 different animations done, which is good. Like 2 different weapon animations. I've made a lot of progress. I think all that's really left is to get the basic, pixel. So let's get into Ultra Instinct mode here. And I'll enjoy the Tim Follin move. R.I.P. Geoff, because he has recently passed away, so we're kind of just enjoying some Tim and Geoff Follin video game music. That's obscure, I'd say. Like, they've worked on a lot of, games that most people would consider shovelware. Like this game from what's his name? Magic Johnson's Fast Break. And I'm sure it's a okay sports game, but I don't think anyone would laud it as a legendary video game. So, it's that plus a lot of CS Spectrum games. A lot of they're British musicians, or at least British game music people. So they work mostly on like things like the Commodore 64, the ZX Spectrum, like more European consoles. Which, truth be told, there isn't much, I guess, retro game content when it comes to those consoles. There is one YouTube creator that I follow called Streaka, I think it's called, and does a lot of he does a lot of content talking about non-Nintendo based retro game history, like stuff in the Genesis and the European side of game history. So I follow that. It's pretty nice. Oh, that's really left polishing. Oh yeah, lots of classic. unlike you, make a new frame for just. Rework. I should play Block. Block. The stuff I've seen of Block looks interesting, so I'll probably try it out. I could probably just try it out tonight. Perfect. All right. Yes, like large. Actually, not big in the. Looks all right. Also realize like how much of a difference this makes compared to this. It looks like an actual Thorn. All this looks like blurriness. I feel like I should just redraw this entire thing from scratch. I'm not gonna do that. Need to just clean it up. That's plenty. Actually. a lot of this is me kind of just see what on earth would actually work. Go back to remember the interpretation. This is supposed to be Fight Club crossover. Try not to get completely stuck up on what this is supposed to represent. More important than what I'm trying to draw. If that makes sense. Kind of like noticing that a lot of the magic of pixel art is taking advantage of people's ability to imagine what it is instead of actually seeing it in proper fidelity and knowing what it actually is. It's weird. It's like you're using your imagination to see what the pixels are instead of seeing the pixels for what they. I think that's also why people like CRT screen pixel art stuff like that. I think this was an actual proper Geoff Follin track. Yep, it's a Geoff Follin track. One thing that's interesting about this track is actually taking advantage of the stereo. Like, I'm listening to the headphones right now, and it's oscillating between the different sides of the headphone. I think this is a Game Boy track. It sounds like it's a Game Boy. It sounds like it's on the Game Boy. Maybe it's just that my headphones are just that crap. I think I'm nearly there, I'd say. Kind of just one of those, it's one of these sprites where it takes a lot of pixel pushing to really just make it look not as unclean, I'd say. Like if I zoom out, it actually looks, doesn't have all the blacks on it. That's good. Okay. This is kind of working, actually. This would have been much more coherent. Alright. Yeah, this is a strong competition. I think this is from an actual existing, this is from something. One thing that I am happy about is I managed to get this done at a quick enough pace. Like, that bear was taking me nearly 2 years, and I basically got this club done in 3 interactions. And most of that speed is due to the fact that I reused a lot of assets. Like, this head is reused from my sword attacks. And I could just reuse that. Problemo. Crouch. A lot of this, is just stuff. So if I want to do a new weapon animation, I end up doing some straightforward stuff. I'd say if I'm gonna do a different animation, if I was doing a bigger sword, I would probably just use this animation too. And probably add a few more flares where Paul has the ability to do more extensive combos. Because I believe the axe is here too. Yes. Axes. So I think I might use something different for this axe, actually. He moved. This actually worked on much later. Yeah, I have so many previous frames that I can just rock this if I want to. What's this? Ah, okay. Good. This is working better. And this stream is basically just polished, cool stuff stream. This would be after the jump. You press a button in the air, you do the swing. Press a button on the ground, you do a low swing. High, you do an upswing. Straightforward, I'd say. I clean this up some more. Get this down some more. Yeah, this is looking better. Nudge this up. Bit. It's looking good, actually. Give it a bit more wide. May it's Brett. I wonder why it's spelled B-R-T-H. Well, it's probably because it's not Brett. Bert. Oh yeah. Here's a real banger. Certified banger here. Yeah, Silver Surfer might suck, but you know, this can work. I did find a ROM hack, or at least a bug fix that kind of like readjusts the Silver Surfer's hitbox so it's not the frickin' surfboard. So I'll probably do that before I try out that game, because that music, I'd say that's like an oversight, like a gameplay oversight. Yeah, we'll just make it like this instead. So it looks more like its actual thing. Alright, that's looking good. Alright, does look similar enough. That was cleaner. Unlink. There we are. Good, good. Good. Damn, that looks good. Why is it blinking away? I could probably do a few animations like this. Yeah, like you can hear a lot of David Wise in this as well, or at least maybe David Wise was really influenced by Follin with this specifically. Probably a lot of effort for what's basically an ant. It's shift, which I need to remember. That's interesting. I like emphasize it's a blur. Stuff and flip it. I'm gonna be copying sprites. Fucking think that shit, kid. Oh, that hitbox is ginormous. Also, that log is practically as large as coal, actually. Club shrinks, but maybe I can. Hitboxes are there. It's like this. Okay. Basically, this general spot just is the hitbox. Sword's tiny. It's like 2, but then you have this stupidly huge fucker. Call it sword. Absolutely. I think tightening the smear frames will be good overall. I also realized the bear smear frames are probably also freaking crappy looking. This is gonna look good. All right. All right, looking good. Ah, I know it. Body. Okay. That's what's getting me. Yeah. Thanks for the redeem. Yes. I think I'm nearly done with this new attack animation. So far, so good. Mostly just polishing it. Should be enough. Erase this. That's good. Boom. Right. 3 animations working. I think I got this done within 2 weeks, I'd say. 2 weeks, I'd say. Like straight after the bear animation, which was probably, I think, a year and a half of working with it. But I think the fact that I had so many more frames read for Cole that the process went much faster. Yes, this is working. This is definitely working. So we're gonna do that. I think I'll just let this go for now. Thank you. Yep, I think I can relax for a bit. Unless there are other weapons. I think my next, I guess, pixel art task would be one working on either making a draft of short cutscenes or looking through my environments to see like what tiles are actually working. I'm expecting a USB drive for my program and to be like, okay, let's actually go into the build proper to kind of just see which tiles are actually working, which are in the craps. So that'll probably be next stream where I'll just be working on proper environment tiles. Anywho, this has been Master Fan Art Stream. You can follow me online almost everywhere. That's Master Fan in general. So probably like just at Master Fan at Twitter, at Instagram, and also at Kara. I have a new Kara account. My newest one, social media joke, and so am I. But yeah, you can follow me wherever I am. I guess wherever art can be had. I will see you all next week, and I am definitely streaming next week because it's been a while and I just want to stream more often. So I'll see you all next time. Have a good night.